All right. Let's see how people are doing today. I haven't gone live in a little bit. Let me just make sure everything's okay. I missed a bunch of stuff. And let me just reset everything really quick. Oh, wait, you know what? I was going to get them to fix something. Um, shoot. That's what I'm going to have to do. I have to get them to fix something. Maybe I'll do that in a little bit. But let me set up everything I need to set up. I did end up going live on the golf channel yesterday, which was really fun to do that. And I don't know how many people. There were only like maybe 3 people that joined me on that, but it was really fun to do, honestly. But let's log in. Why it's not letting me log into the right account here. So I don't know who's here. If anybody's commenting, I appreciate you commenting. If anybody is, you know, liking the video, I appreciate the likes. Everything. Let's see, Twitch. I also want to go live on TikTok, but it's not letting me go live on TikTok right now. Like, my phone's not letting me. So, all right, so we got 4 people here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Probably only going to be live for a little bit. I'm not sure if Hayden is sick. So if Hayden's sick, I'm not going to be live for a while. I'm going to be live for probably like 20 minutes, maybe, if that, so it all depends if she's feeling okay. Because if Erica wakes her up and she's sick, then I will have to take care of her right away. Usually she wakes up at like 8 o'clock, so it would give me a little bit of time, and then Harper would also be awake at that time, and I need to take Harper to the bus stop. So just to let you guys know, just in case, I might not be here for very long. But while we're here, we'll give it maybe like a couple of minutes for people to get in here, and then we'll comment on what's happening in the crypto market, just so that people know what's going on, and then we can get into some random stuff as well. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Matt? What's up? CRO to $2 by 2025. I would think that it can get to $2 before 2025. I think CRO has the full capability of growing a hell of a lot more. $1 is a $25 billion market cap. $2 is a $50 billion market cap. I can see CRO, upwards of even over $100 billion, which would be a $4 price. So I definitely think that that's a possibility. That's a great goal to have. And if you leave it at that goal, then, you will be successful, knowing that you're letting it play out until 2025. I was just watching a show, and I don't know where everything goes on this show, and I hope nobody has seen it to kind of spoil it for me, because I only seen maybe 3 episodes. I forget what it's called now. It's on Netflix, and basically this guy is working as hard as possible to, own his own business, to do right by his family, all this other stuff. And his brother invests into crypto, and he invested into crypto when it was like $20,000, and then it went down to $2,000. And the only thing I could say was like, you better. I hope that he holds on to that shit and sees it at another level. I hope that he reinvested or invested more money at $2,000. I know it's hard to see that, but it obviously skyrocketed after that, going from 20,000 to 2,000 all the way back up to 69,000. So I hope that that's the case, that they end up running into a lot of luck there, by seeing that his brother does become a crypto millionaire, because in that time frame, if he decided to invest in a lot of cryptocurrencies at those levels, he would be a crypto millionaire at the peak point, So we will see. Kiddos come first. All those germs from daycare and school are unavoidable. Got to in daycare, preschool now. As soon as the sneezes start, I know it's coming. So yeah, for this, it's kind of like coughing, which is crazy because during the weekend they didn't have any type of issues. Yesterday, Hayden was at daycare, so that may be the case. But while she was at daycare, her temperature wasn't bad. But then when she got home, her temperature was like 99 or something. So she wants to check her temperature this morning to see how things go, and if it's at 99, then most likely she's going to have a fever this morning, unless it just somehow just passed by. But Harper was okay, so I know Harper was home for the last week, so that's why I've been kind of scarce on here live streaming. Will Luna Classic reach 50 cents any soon? Are you saying will it reach 50 cents soon? Understand that 50 cents is going to be a tough level to get to without seeing massive burns that are going through. Know that 1 penny is definitely obtainable. It's definitely a thing that can happen. And that's a level where a lot of people can make a ton of money. Like for me, as a whole, I believe if I look at, let me see if I have the Excel spreadsheet up. I don't think I do. Let me open something, all of my exit plans. If I bring up my exit plan spreadsheet and I have 54 million, let me bring this up. 54 million. God, I hate when it does this in Excel. There we go. 54 million, at 1 penny would be $540,000. So it's definitely a thing that you can make a lot of money from. And I understand if people have, just 5 million or 10 million or something like that, you want to make a lot and get it to 50 cents so that it's worth 27 million or 1 million or 2 million or whatever. But know that 1 penny is definitely obtainable with the current supply of 5.9 billion. You're looking at about a $59 billion market cap, 5.9 trillion. You're looking at a $59 billion market cap. So that is not bad at all to get to. It just needs, it's going to be difficult, obviously, but we've seen cryptocurrencies that have, really no use case or less use case than Terra Luna Classic. And they've gotten to a higher level, right? Dogecoin really doesn't have a use case. It just has a hype train behind it. Shiba Inu as well doesn't really have a use case. It just has a hype train behind it. And I think Terra Luna Classic has a hype train behind it, but I don't think it's as big as some of the other ones that are there because they've been there for so long. You do see a big one though with Terra Luna Classic. So I feel like 1 penny is definitely a level that we can get to without seeing many burns. So if we see anything, it's just going to improve the chances of getting to a penny and giving us that opportunity to capture hundreds of thousands of dollars if we wanted to. I don't have this plan written out right now because I was going to adjust it based on, any type of information that we have on what the burns will be, because my main breakdown was to base it on any burns happening. So, what's up, bro? Would you say that you hit your ADA target for the next bull run? I know you had a little over 6K. Did I hit my ADA target for the next bull run? I have 10K ADA, I believe. Pretty sure I increased it. If I go to ADA and I look at how much I have, which should be down here, for some reason it's showing 0. Don't know why. But over here it's showing how much of a balance I have. So Cardano primary balance is 0. Cardano, APY, one that's getting, I guess, APY here, not primary balance, is 10,000. So I have 10,000. I did hit my target for how much I want to hold. Net returns on this, I do have $700 worth of a net return. Average price of $3,400. Sorry, it says I have a net return, but my average price is 44 cents, which doesn't make sense. I should have been down overall, I think. No. I invested very low. I invested more very low. So I don't know why that's coming up that way. Coinbase is just weird with all that stuff. But anyways, I'm at about $4,000, over $4,000 worth of ADA and everything. So we'll see. I gotta see how Hayden's temperature is. Give me 1 second, you guys. 45 people here. If you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, make sure you guys hit the like button. I'm gonna go ahead and write a poll, and then I'm gonna go talk to Erica really quick. Um, I'm gonna put this poll here and play an ad, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go talk to her about some things, and then got this blanket here. I'm gonna go talk to her about Hayden to see how she is. She doesn't seem happy, so let me go talk to her. And if she's not okay, then I'm gonna have to end the stream pretty abruptly. So I'll be right back. All right. All right, we're back. We're back. No, Chandler is not at the bus. I am here, and I am not Chandler, but I'll take it as a way to say Matthew Perry. Yes, I'm here. Um, is it a good time to buy Bitcoin today? I mean, the good time would have been, around 20K. A lot of people said it, maybe even lower than that, 15K. If you were one of those people that bought at 15K, congratulations. You doubled your money. And if you bought 15K worth, you gained 15K. That's where it gets to be great. I feel like, yes, you could have doubled your money in various places or triple your money in various places, but Bitcoin and Ethereum are consistent gainers, right? You expect them to gain, you expect them to move, and they've been really the only ones that have moved. It hasn't just been, or it hasn't been everything else, right? You've seen BNB that has made some moves, but everything else really hasn't made a ton of moves. The positions that we see as popular positions, you look at Shiba Inu and you look at, Terra Luna Classic. You look at Dogecoin, you're not really seeing the major moves in them. You're seeing major moves in things like Bitcoin that's up 6%. You're seeing a major move in Ethereum that's up 3%, right? These are moving and we expect them to move first, and then we see everything else that starts to climb as well. And I think maybe people are getting prepared for some more data here, some more inflation data, some CPI data, which does come out the 14th. CPI data release it's for March, right? It's going to be April 12th. Oh, I thought it was the 14th. So April 12th, the US will release its March Consumer Price Index data on Wednesday, April 12th. So it's usually a Wednesday, according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. So be prepared for that. Tomorrow is going to be a pretty big day, right? I feel like every time we get any type of CPI data, we always want to see that inflation is decreasing, and if they made the right move, sorry, by raising interest rates, and also to see if they continue to raise interest rates. I think that it does hurt when you're like, hey, we've been 8 months in a row where inflation has decreased. Can we just stay stable and not increase the interest rates? And honestly, even as a person that has a home equity line of credit and all of that, and as you go through fixed prices to whatever, or fixed interest rates to whatever the uh interest rate is. So I'm basically looking at like 6% or something, 7%. Can't remember exactly how much it is. Even as someone that sees that and has a close impact to that, not on my mortgage, but separate things that I'm doing, renovations to the house and stuff. Even as someone that's seeing that, I'm still in support of increasing the interest rates to remain to keep inflation diving down, right? I want to see it dive down more. If we see it drop to what, like 5%, maybe even less than that, 4%, that would be fantastic to see inflation drop down to somewhat normal. If we can see that, it means the world to me, and I'm sure it means the world to a lot of other people. It's a good time to buy Bitcoin. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, everyone. Impending market crash, going to be wild. Would be nice. It would be nice to see a market crash. See, this is the thing. Most people in a bull market, and I like the fact that they're hoping for things to drop down so they can buy into the prices. But most people in a bull market, a lot of people will claim that, oh, well, things are going to drop down. It's gonna fall like crazy. And it's only because they want to invest and they missed out on that opportunity to invest. Yes, I missed out on buying Ethereum at $800. Would have loved to. If I had enough money to do that, I would have done that. But I didn't have it. So where did I buy it? About 1,000 to 1,200. So that's where my cost basis is for Ethereum. I believe if I go to my assets, and my cost basis is somewhere around that range of 1,000 to 1,200. Says my average is 1,400, but I don't think that's right. Maybe I did buy a little bit more at a higher level, but I didn't buy that much. I bought most of it at a lower point of less than 1,200. So I don't know. Coinbase is so weird with this because that's not accurate, not even close. I bought majority of my and I have it all on Patreon. I bought majority of my my Ethereum lower than 1,200. So that's a little weird, but it's showing a net return either way of 2,000. The net return should be a little bit more. And I actually did let go of some of my Ethereum. Maybe that's why, because I let go of some of my Ethereum in order to not really let it go, but converted it over to Luna T, the ETH side, which we still haven't gotten like an answer to, or I haven't, because I haven't looked into it, of where things are and how much we ended up receiving there, what the new terms are for that, or new new addresses. Good morning, dear Maddie. Blessings for you and your family. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Nope, I'm not waiting to buy. Not worried about missing out. Read my comment about BlackRock above. You think those guys are lying? Think BlackRock is lying? Probably. They have prepared themselves and they are setting up for a crash. So a lot of times you are going to see anything that you see that comes out of a firm's mouth, institution's mouth, big money, their mouth. They're always trying to set you up for them trying to gain something bigger. I talked about this in my previous video, and I'm not saying that that's 100% true. There may be a chance where things come back and they react, because the market is based off reactions. The only way that this would crash even more is if people react off of something else that happens. And that's why all of this news of unregistered securities is coming on. There's not going to be any issues or major issues with all of that. It's just trying to create negativity in the market to give people or big money an opportunity to invest, while dumb money is stuck holding the bag that bought at these levels, and we're panicking because we see what they're doing and we're like, oh, they're always right. That's not the case. We panic. This is why we always end up losing, because most people will get out of the position believing that things will absolutely fall to their death. But if you understand the long-term effect of crypto or investing in general, you'll be fine. Whether things drop a hell of a lot or they don't, you still will be fine, because the overall bullish market shows it way higher than where it is right now. So if you are investing right now, not saying that you're investing right now, you won't see a retracement, because it is seeing a little bit of a gain today. If you are investing in this area overall throughout the next couple of years, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever, you will be a net positive, and it will be a major positivity in your portfolio, because of you waiting long term and seeing the effects of it. But if people are reacting to every single bit of news, I've seen it drop down to, Bitcoin dropped 80%. I've seen Ethereum drop, 70%. I've seen BNB drop 60%. And understand that it could drop more. It creates opportunities to get in at a lower price to see a better opportunity above your standard price. Does that make sense? So I understand where they're coming from, but a lot of times they're just trying to create an impact for themselves and create a gain for themselves. Just like where they're talking about how people that invested into this play, I just talked about this on my NFA channel, insider trading is getting crazy in crypto because it's kind of allowed, right? People are saying, you have articles that are saying the person that invested into Dogecoin right before it blew up is now investing into this play. They're creating an opportunity to see that rise. And that's what firms do. That's what big businesses do. People with money end up doing. They try and make more money off of people's reactions. That's what the market's all about. It's reactions. And if you can understand what someone's reaction will be to a certain situation, you will be very, very successful. You don't have to understand the chart at all. You can break down, you can have no understanding of any indicators or anything like that. But if you understand how the market's going to react to situations, you will be able to be successful in day trading, swing trading, long-term investing, all of that. And it's not a given that you will understand everything that's going to happen or it will make sense. Because if you see inflation that rises and the market starts to rise, then you're starting to question, like, well, why is that? Is there another reason behind it? So then you have multiple factors into it. But yeah, I get what you're saying, you know. So if I wanted to buy Bitcoin, I need to wait. If you wanted to buy Bitcoin, you need to wait. I would say right now, Bitcoin being up, 6% is kind of a high percentage. Being above $30,000 is definitely a level to where it may be hitting more of a resistance than a support level, because $30,000, we wanted to see it break 30,000. Now it has broken 30,000, but it still hasn't remained secure above 30,000. It's like when you hit a high and you see it start to retrace. That's what we're really expecting, is a little bit of a retracement as it does break the 30,000 level. Now, if it just continues to skyrocket, that's a different story. I'm happy for it. But if you're investing now, you have to understand that it's more of a long-term play, and most likely you only gain double your money if you're looking for it to get back to all-time highs. It could go a lot further, and I believe it could go a lot further. But most people will see the gain that they had if they bought one Bitcoin and turned it and made a $39,000 profit. You would be happy about that. Anybody would. The race to the moon? I don't know what that is. Greed at 68. What is your call on this? Greed? What is greed? A different play? Let's bring this over here. I'm so hungry. I don't see anything for this if you're looking at a certain position. Shiba dump incoming. I mean, Shiba hasn't really done anything, to be honest. Shiba is up 1.6%. Why would you say Shiba dump is incoming? Love SHIB, or was first crypto ever bought. That and CRO. Well, SHIB is great. I like SHIB. First, Ryan Davis, thank you for that super chat. I greatly appreciate that. SHIB is really good. I do like CRO a lot as well. I'm a big fan of CRO. I'm gaining CRO over on the DeFi wallet. I don't even know how much I have in rewards, but I have to collect that. I should have somewhere around 82, 83,000. SHIB, or sorry, not SHIB. 82, 83,000 CRO. And continuously gaining. I would love to have 100,000 CRO by the time this thing blows up, but I feel like it's going to blow up a lot sooner than that. So I do have my plan all set up, and when I'm going to take some profit from it, my initial investment, as well as so much more. Like I said, if this gets to a level of 50 cents again, that's going to be $40,000 in CRO. I'm very, very happy with that. I do want to see it go a lot further than that. And I think it definitely can, right? $1 is not too much to ask for CRO. That's a $25 billion market cap for literally one of the top exchanges that's out there in amount of users, not in the amount of people that are trading or volume, but the amount of users. You're seeing one of the top cryptocurrency exchanges that's out there, and CRO, the coin or token that leads that exchange. I'm so hungry. I don't know why my stomach is growling a lot. I just got the DeFi app, but instead of CRO staking, I did VVS Finance. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that. I haven't checked VVS in a while in what they're doing, but I do want to give them a look. So, matter of fact, I'm going to go through VVS, and maybe this will go on my NFA channel if people want to see what this is all about. So, first, let me go into my phone and see what VVS Finance is offering when it comes to the APY, because that's a very, very important piece to VVS's success there. So I'm going to go into the DeFi wallet. You're not going to be able to see it on the screen, but I'm going to go into the DeFi wallet and see how much VVS is saying. So right now you would get about 20%. 20% APY, 21% APY for VVS Finance, which is not bad at all. The thing that worries me with VVS Finance, as you can see on the screen, is the dilution in the position, and I've seen dilution from it. You are seeing a total supply of 71 billion, right? You're looking at million, billion, trillion. So you have 71 trillion total coins that are there. And then you have 34 trillion coins that's out there. So you have 34% of the total or max supply that is out there, which creates dilution. Another problem that I have is more on the volume side. So looking at the volume being down by 50%, but also seeing a level that it was at 1 million or right now at 538,000, that's not enough volume or something to keep it being like very popular, especially being around $120 million worth of a market cap. You expect to see a lot more dollars in volume that flow through this, especially on a popular day like today. So you're not seeing that within the position. If you look at some of the history within the position, you've seen this was at 0.00014 and now is at a level of how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros from a level of 3 zeros. So seeing it at a lower price, people are like, oh, well, this has an opportunity. Understand that you did have dilution that went into it and consistent dilution that does happen with VVS. So that's the reason why you would see a higher APY in it, is if you do have a ton of dilution potential within the position, and the dilution really eats away at the price. So the price may end up dropping while you're gaining more VVS Finance at a 20%. You're basically like, you're moving downhill slightly or you're moving uphill slightly, but you're staying pretty much the same at the same price points. And if people start giving up on it, then you start moving downhill slightly rather than uphill, with it. So understand that portion of it a little bit more. I do like what people say about VVS Finance. I like the community that seems to be around it. People seem to be really strong on VVS and where it's going to go. But I think a lot of people don't understand that portion of it, that it was at a higher price with 3 zeros. But yes, if you do see this, if you've seen it drop down and added 2 more zeros, it's not because of the fact that it just lost a hell of a lot of value. It was the fact that you're seeing dilution in the position, right? It's lowering the price as it's adjusting to how much of the supply is out there. So that's something you need to look into and, just keep your eye open for. If we look at the, again, the amount of holders, from what we're seeing within this, we're seeing about 1,000 holders within VVS Finance, which probably is not 100% accurate. You could probably see a couple of more holders that are there. 70% of the supplies in this one address, 32%, which this doesn't really add up. Doesn't add up at all. You're seeing 32% that's here. You're seeing 20% that's here. I guess this is the total. I don't even know at this point. And you're seeing 20% that's there, 20%. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely spread, with a lot in certain areas. And I can't really gauge exactly where we stand with this. But even having 32% in a wallet here, an open wallet, is something that, would bother me. I don't know what it's for, but it would bother me. And yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with this top wallet that's here. But this can't be accurate. There has to be some other explanation into that. But either way, that's the reason why I haven't invested into VVS Finance, was because of the dilution potential. And yes, you can gain an APY, but I don't want to gain an APY in something that's collapsing in price, because then you're just gaining coins that are worth less. Not worthless, but worth less. If I bought CRO and CRO is continuously dropping, which it has done, but if they were also adding coins, and that's the reason why it's continuously dropping, like the market cap's not adjusting. The market cap would stay, let's say, at $2 billion, and then the overall circulating supply continues to increase. That's going to decrease the price. The market cap staying at that point. And what is the calculation for market cap? It's price multiplied by supply. So if supply is increasing, well, now you're seeing the price that is decreasing, because it has to equal whatever that market cap is. So that's something that does bother me. But Not saying it's a worthless position, that people can't gain something from it, because I'm sure you can. It's just not part of my strategy when I look at something that, you know, is a play for me, right? Any heavy dilution is not really a play for me at all. I've been there, done that, and it's never worked out for me. All right, so let me actually go back here. So let's look at the entire crypto market, because I know people want to know what's going on with the entire crypto market, right? We see 4.5% increase. You're probably seeing Bitcoin's dominance up to 47%. This was back, this was at 37 or 38% at one point, and now it's up to 47%. Bitcoin's dominance is getting stronger and stronger, versus getting weaker and weaker like it was during the last bull market. And seeing it down to 37% dominance while everything else was picking up. You're not really seeing Ethereum, sorry, pick up as much as Bitcoin is. But this is a good thing, right? Typically, you see Bitcoin runs, you see Ethereum that runs as well, and then you see the rest of the market that starts to run. Web hack, bro? What about it? I would be careful with it then. Yeah, you always have to be careful looking at it, but people can gain money with it. It's just how you play it, and you got to make sure that it's not something where you need to look into that dilution and how much is being added to that. And if you have too much that's being added to it with the amount that you're gaining, you need to do that calculation. And if it's too much, get out of the position, because it's just not gonna. Because most people that are investing for an APY are investing long term. It's not short term for any type of gains there. It's about the long term play of it, and that's why CRO is a long term play. ADA, long term play. Ethereum, long term play. Anything that I gain an APY with is going to be a long term position. So, yeah, I sell my XRP bag. I mean, if you feel like you made as much money as you want to, then yeah. Have you got any Krill lately? I haven't bought any more Krill. I told you that's what I wanted to hold, which was about 10,000 Krill. I currently have I currently have 10,000 pretty much exactly, worth about 2,900. And I think Krill has a ton of potential, with where it is and how much is out there. You're seeing 38%, or sorry, 78% of the total supply, 38 million of that is circulating supply. I mean, it just has so much potential. The thing that we don't see through Krill is the typical days of hold time. We want to see that up. People are holding Krill for a long period of time. I believe Krill, with where it's at, can hit a $38 million market cap, a $40 million market cap, a $100 million market cap, hell, even a $200-300 million market cap, which means that you're seeing way higher prices. And $1 gets you $10,000 for me at least, and $2, $20,000, $3, $30,000, and you can see it, so on and so forth. Now, if this could be $1 billion project, how much could you have made from it? You can make quite a bit from it. Is it $1 billion project? I don't know if it is yet, right? We don't see the people that are holding for a long period of time, but we do see people that are investing into it. We do see options to buy the position. So Krill, for me, is sort of a no-brainer. And if I go into Krill coin here, or Krill token, let's look at what makes me really bullish on the position. It's not really about understanding the trading bots and that side of it, which is very beneficial to a lot of people, and gaining, within that and being able to have success, which a lot of people have seen success with the trading bots. But it's looking at where the potential is. And I like to look at this. I like to see a lower supply, which is only 50 million, right? Lower than what Bitcoin has, lower than what Bitcoin has, lower than what Ethereum has, lower than what a lot of cryptocurrencies end up having. And you've seen the price up to higher levels, and that's without any type, and it's dropped down to a lower price without any type of dilution, meaning that it could get back to those points easily. So you're seeing a market cap at $11.3 million, a fully diluted market cap of $14.5 million. Yes, volume is definitely a lot lower, and that's something I do worry about. $287,000 worth of volume. I expect to see multiple millions of dollars worth of volume, but the reason why I'm still heavy on this is because you're looking at an $11 million market cap with about, let's say it's a $500,000 on average of volume. And that's not a crazy difference, right? If you're seeing a 500,000 with a $100 million market cap or $200 million market cap, that's a larger difference. But this makes sense. It's not super popular. And if it was, the market cap and price would skyrocket. But it does move pretty heavily with a little bit of volume. So historical volume that we've seen within this, typically we're looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of volume. And in the past, we've seen millions of dollars worth of volume when it was at a higher market cap. So I'm expecting to see this move a little bit more, especially with the fact that it is tradable on some really popular markets like KuCoin, Coinbase. It also is tradable on crypto.com. I don't know why it's not here, but it is tradable on multiple places. And once people, see what it could be, I think they're going to be excited about it. So potential for me is big. And this definitely has that potential. So as I go through like all history, you can see that once this did get launched on Coinbase, it skyrocketed up to a level of $4, $4.50. And if it gets up to that point where I'm holding, it'll be $46,000 that I end up gaining from this. I only invested $5,000. So that's amazing to be able to see that. Now, is that unbelievable for it to get to that point? Look how quickly it dropped. Well, understand that during this period, that's where everything really started to fall, was in November. So it had that gain, but it didn't have the ability to continue to hold that gain because people were giving up on the crypto market a little bit. Institutions were giving up on the crypto market. And now you're seeing that it has fallen all the way down to a low again of about 30 cents, meaning that you have a lot of opportunity to gain a hell of a lot within this position. And holding 10,000 for me is sort of a no-brainer. I would love to hold a lot more, and maybe I should have invested at some of the lowest lows that it could have been, which I believe, it was about lower than 25 cents. But in the last year, you've seen this up to $1, right? That's literally a $5,000 gain for me if it does get up to that dollar level, which is, again, only a $38 million market cap. So the potential within Krill is so much higher than some other ones where you're like, oh, it's at 29 cents. Like, even though ADA is, a great position and you see so much success in it, so many millions that are going into it, that it has billions of dollars or billions of coins that are out there. So if it has to get up to $1, it's worth multiple billions of dollars in order to get there. If this gets up to $1, it's worth another, 27 million dollars. That means that you have so much more room to grow than what you would have with ADA if you can see some progression here. So I'm willing to take that risk in something like Krill and, run with it, because I've already seen this go from a level of like 50 cents up to $1.80. I've seen this go from a level of 30 cents up to $4. I invested at $2, saw this run up to $4, invested way more at some of these lower levels. So I'm excited for what has to come for Krill token. And it's not to say that it's the next best thing since sliced bread. It's just an opportunity that I feel like you don't find in many, many plays. I've been buying some gang verse NFTs. They look cool, and I like the project crypto app. Nice. I haven't checked out any NFTs on crypto.com or pretty much anywhere, to be honest. Any NFT projects so yeah, I haven't really invested in many NFT projects. I know that Richard from Richie's Plain Talk had like some NFTs that I was sort of interested in because it's supporting the Terra Luna Classic community, but I'm not so sure where things went because I think there were a little bit of errors within it, which you always want to make sure you get fixed and everything. So I'm not so sure where we are right now, but I'm always interested in helping out communities. A question, Matt, before investing long term, is one of the factors a project's GitHub activity and commits updates being regular and frequent for confidence that a project is actually doing dev? So no, I would say that it's definitely not for me. I know for some people it may be, but not for me. I'm looking into things that are a lot simpler. I know that's probably also as simple as it gets for some people, but for me, I'm looking at things that are in the top 100, mostly investing a lot for long term, and things that are in the top 10, maybe even top 2, to be honest, or top 5, to be honest. And those are just plays that I see a major amount of use in with it. So I would say no, not really. I could tell you I haven't looked at any GitHub activity to be honest on anything. So yeah, it's not part of my strategy. I mean, for some other people, maybe that's a major part of their strategy, but not for me. Maybe as I grow into it and start investing into other things to see if things are more legit, then yes, it makes sense. But right now, I mean, with the things I'm investing to, most of them are in the top 100. And most of them I understand a lot of information, a lot of things that are happening more in the use case side, as well as just the popularity side. Honestly, popularity really runs the crypto market right now, and until you can understand if use is going to be a major factor, which I believe use is going to be a major part in the next bull run, but popularity and how much the popularity will be, how many people are holding it, how long people are holding it for, that's what I really care about, honestly. Jasmy is moving a little bit over the last 24 hours. Is it? I haven't taken a look at Jasmy today. So let's go ahead and look at JasmyCoin. I don't know how long people are holding Jasmy. I do want to check that out over on Coinbase. So Jasmy is up to about 60% of a penny. That's phenomenal. I haven't seen that in my assets, but I should be up quite a bit on that because I invested at 5. So yeah, I'm up about $246 on that investment, with 206,000 Jasmy that I'm invested into. I think Jasmy has a ton of potential to run, and I've talked about this in plenty of videos in where it can go. But that's phenomenal to see that Jasmy is up to 0.006 and has hit a higher level of 0.0064, almost 0.0065. So yeah, I'm happy with what they have here. A 57% increase in volume, $142 million that's flowing through this with $290 million market cap. That is a great level to be at. For a $290 million market cap and $142 million flowing through it, that is phenomenal. That's really good, and no wonder why we are seeing a 7% increase there, or overall looking at a higher increase. Jasmy definitely has a lot more potential than people think, and I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad that someone made me look at it again and understand where things were there, because I didn't see that they completely added all of the supply there. And once I saw that, I knew it was an opportunity, right? I look at a lot of plays that have or whenever someone asks me about a play, they always say, hey, look at this. And when we look at it, it has a lower amount of circulating supply, meaning that you could dilute the position a lot. And I always say, look, I would go back to this whenever I see the circulating supply added, because most likely you're going to see things that are decreasing when it is added. Now, some, they will only add the supply when they get to a higher price, because if they do, they're able to profit off of that. So say you own a project or you own a lot of it that's actually locked up. Well, it looks like it's out there. It's not in circulating supply. You hold, let's say, 20 million of it, and it's worth $1 now. Well, now you have $20 million. What are you going to do? Probably introduce maybe 2 million coins, and then you're going to sell those 2 million coins immediately. You're going to get $2 million out of it, maybe 1.5, depending on how much actually gets filled. And now you have whatever you wanted as a form of funding or anything there. That's what dilution is. People will sell at higher points, but some people, some projects will end up building capital by selling at lower points if they feel like they are stressed for cash in the project. So for JasmyCoin, we saw them kind of introduce the entire supply at lower points and seeing it going lower and lower as the market cap, or sorry, the price adjusted to how much supply is out there. And now you're seeing the supply that's at 47.5 billion out of a total of 50 billion, definitely showing that this can get to a way higher price point as of right now, right? And you're looking at a $289 million market cap. We've seen this at a $1 billion market cap. I honestly think we can see this at multiple billions of dollars worth of a market cap, meaning that we can not only double but triple, quadruple, 10x our price point, right? If we're looking at a $2.9 billion market cap, that's a 10x right there. And if I'm looking at $1,000 or 1,200, that's $12,000 that I have there. Yes, I would take out my initial investment, maybe a little bit more, let the rest sit in there, and let it gain whatever it can gain. But Jasmy definitely has a lot of potential. I just think people need to look at it closely and understand, one, the sector that they're in, the Internet of Things sector, and then also understand where they can go with the amount of volume that they're seeing. Guys, if you could hit the like button, we got 137 people here and we have 77 likes. I do have to get out of here at 7:20ish, just to get Harper ready for the bus. So I do like this live stream that's going on. A good amount of people, a good amount of comments, a good amount of discussions, and I'm going to post a lot of these videos, breakdowns of different cryptocurrencies on my NFA channel. So if you guys want to see this, just a full breakdown of what I talked about, you can go over there and watch that video or support that content over there. But I just want to make sure that people understand where I stand with things like JasmyCoin, things like Krill coin, things like VVS Finance, anything like that. And even some stock market data as well. I hit the like button when I joined. I appreciate that. What are your thoughts on RenQ? Well, first, thank you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that. So I just talked about this yesterday. I didn't talk about RenQ overall, but I did see an article where the article was saying, hey, this person that invested into Dogecoin right before the high, right? First of all, I don't even know why I'm not seeing anything here. Nothing's coming up for RenQ. Don't know why. I'll have to figure out what's happening there elsewhere. But it looks like it's untracked on CoinMarketCap. It's not a good thing. But I did talk about this yesterday and how they're always trying to push whatever position they have invested into, or maybe even created. An article will be created to say the person that invested in Dogecoin is now investing in RenQ and create more of an insider trading. So I don't like that scenario, and I don't know how many people read that article or any article that it includes with that, but it's more of an insider trading play, and it doesn't look like something that's like the most popular position in the world, right? It would be on CoinMarketCap where you would see some movement. It looks like something that was pretty much just created, and it was created in order to maybe create a pump and dump for that writer. So I don't know. That would be my opinion on RenQ, just because I don't see any of the data here. Typically, with any project that's like, not saying that it isn't legit, that the fact that it's not tracked, but it makes it more legit. It makes it more believable that people are investing into RenQ, or the person that invested into Bitcoin, or sorry, Dogecoin at a certain level with and make millions of dollars is now investing into this play if it is tracked, and it's not tracked. So, hey Matt, you missed my super sticker. I missed your super sticker. Brian Davis? I don't think I missed your super sticker. I talked about it. I said super chat, but I didn't miss it. I saw it. Thank you for it though. I appreciate it. Good morning. Hope everybody makes a ton of money today. I mean, right now it looks like people are up. Morning, Matt. What do you think about VVS Finance project? So I did talk about VVS Finance somewhere in the beginning of this video, and I will have my full thoughts over on the NFA channel. So if you guys want to go and subscribe to the NFA channel, feel free to check out it should be in the description. It should be. Link is in the description for the NFA channel, right below Matt Perry Golf. So if you want to check that out, feel free to check it out, and I will upload it later today. I'm going to take the video, cut it up, and then find those different sections and upload it after I get off live here. And I'm also going to upload some videos on the golf channel. I might end up going live on the golf channel from my garage. I did that yesterday, and that was fun, just to be able to hit some golf balls and talk to people. But I might need to buy another thing to hook up to my computer. I forget what it's called. Yeah, I forget what it's called. Because I wanna do something to where I have a camera that's attached directly to a Streamlabs or OBS, and then I can stream directly to whatever place I want to stream to. That would be fun. Love VVS. This is going to be what CRO will use to support its Visa card and all future projects. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I think if anything's going to be supported by, or the Visa card's going to have support, it's going to be CRO. I mean, with currently, it's already doing that with CRO. It's not fully supporting it, but you're seeing the rewards that people are getting in CRO. If they don't use CRO in a lot of these plays, I think that would be, it wouldn't be sad, but that wouldn't be wise. So I don't really agree with that. But yeah, when CRO runs out. When CRO runs out, honestly, it's not going to run out. They have a lot of money to continue to rebuy, but currently they have about 5 billion in like reserves for rewards and stuff. So I wouldn't say that you're going to see CRO that runs out. You may see the percentage start to dial down a little bit as you start to get to comfortable levels. People are holding a lot. And as you start to get to more comfortable levels, yes, you will see it start to dial back a little bit. And you'll see less percentages that are given out to people. But right now, it's more of an enticing thing to have these percentages, especially with about 20% of your overall project being available for rewards. That's what's good about it. What's your long-term thoughts on Ali? I think I'll have to. I feel like I have a lot of projects that I've gone through. Typically, I want to do about 3. I can do 4, but I want to do about 3 to go through unless I do a longer stream. If I do a longer stream, then I'll probably do another like 3 or 4 to really break that down. Are we safe to slowly go up with some healthy correction after rising rates? We will go back to 20K this year before the bull run. You think we're going to go back to 20K for BTC? You think it's going to go back to 20K before the bull run actually starts? Honestly, I don't know if I 100% agree. I mean, it could happen. Don't get me wrong, it could happen. I don't know if I 100% agree, but it does depend on some other things, right? If we're continuing to see rising rates, if we see decreasing inflation, I don't know if we'll see it come back. I think we'll see decrease in inflation, which will skyrocket the market, make institutions want to invest as long as they do have the free capital to do so. But then the rising interest rates will also, kind of deplete the market, or not really deplete it, but see it decrease a little bit, because of the fact that people really think that we should stop increasing the rates. And maybe that's the case. If we see decreasing inflation by a hell of a lot, where we get down to 4%, that might be a reason to stop increasing rates. Or if you increase rates one more time and you get down to 2% then, or 3% inflation, we're back to normal, right? 2 to 3%, we're back to normal. But then we need to find a way to slowly bring those rates back down, because those rates are ridiculously high. And I'm going to refinance what my car is, because I had to finance the car instead of taking money out from like crypto and other investments in order to do so. But yeah, I had to finance my car, which is under like 7%, which is a ridiculous interest rate. What I was used to before was 1.9%. And now seeing 7% is insane. And I walked in there thinking that, my price of the car, what I was paying, was going to go down. And it did go down. It just didn't go down as much, right? I thought it was going to be less than $300 with how much, basically my whole calculation. I was like, yeah, this is it. But then I didn't realize that the interest rate would be at that level, which I will refinance that car, which I've never, ever done. But having a 7% interest rate when there is lower interest rates, or are lower interest rates out there, I will refinance that under my bank rather than through the dealership. And I knew that I was going to be able to do that, but you're paying ridiculous interest rates for that. Can you look at Stake Finance up 50x? Well, thank you, Ryan Davis, for the super chat. I am going to get out of here in 5 minutes. If it is up 150%, let's look at Staked really quick. I'm not going to give like a full breakdown of it, but it says it's up 3 point. If this is it, this is up 3.6%. Oof. Yeah, I don't know if this is it. Stake Finance. I don't see the name here. Founders of Stake. That doesn't look like Stake Finance. See if I could type it in again, see if something else comes up. Yeah, that's the only one that comes up. Share Stake. Oops. Stake share. Share Stake. Yeah, I don't know. Shared Stake. There we go. Is that it? Down 5%? Not up 160%? Maybe it's up 160% in volume. Not up 160% in the price. So this hurts. This right there, you probably knew. That hurts. You know, seeing 150,000, you could have a massive gain within the position, and see so much of a price increase based on, you know, where it stands. But you're looking at 2% of the supply versus the 10 million that's there. So I don't know. It kind of bothers me there seeing 2%. I wouldn't invest into it, but you probably could gain something short term depending on what their dilution potential or dilution strategy is. So look into that. If I was to invest into this position, or if I was to say that this was my only position to invest into to make money, it would definitely be short term. No long term within this play, because you're looking at 98% of the supply that you can introduce. And nobody wants that. To be diluted multiple times in whatever you're holding. If you invest $1,000, you're going to be diluted and you're going to see it get cut in half, and it's going to get cut in half, and it's going to get cut in half and half and half and half. You're going to be down 99% basically at that point. So in order to not have that happen, you want to make sure that it is short term, seeing that you have 150,000, meaning that you could have a big price increase as long as you're seeing the volume that also is partnered with it. So in the markets that it has Uniswap, SushiSwap, Balancer, Hotbit. If you have more markets that are available, you're probably going to end up having more circulating supply that's introduced. But if you have somewhere around a certain level where you feel like you're going to have popularity, you can make short-term money with it. So again, would be a short-term play. You want to make sure that you understand the dilution potential and what they're going to do, understand the amount of holders that are in it, and see where this thing can go overall. But if we look at all history, we've seen this up to a price of $85. If you invest into this play, and I don't know if that was the market cap, it was at a $12 million market cap, right? If you see this get back to this level in a short term, right, you can see a hell of a gain within this. You know, seeing not only a 10x return, 20x return, whatever, it doesn't hurt if you can find the right strategy. So it's all about strategy behind it. It's not about whether this is the best play since, since Ethereum or Bitcoin or anything, or it's going to be $1 billion market cap. That's not what you're worried about. What you're worried about is when this thing is going to blow up compared to when you invest. So short term, absolutely. Long term, no. And that's just my opinion. And maybe other people agree with me as well, but you could make a lot of money out of this if you find the right time to invest, which is not going to be perfect, but find the right time to invest and you'll be good. Within the last year, we've seen this down to 0.006 cents, which I don't know when that actually hit. Let's look at the last year. We've seen this at that was a market cap, a low level of 0.008, and seeing this rise up to $1. I mean, that's what you want, right? If you invested $1,000 right here, you're dropping a zero, right? You drop 1 0 up to 1 penny. You drop another zero up to 10 cents. You drop another zero. That's adding 3 zeros. You invest $1,000. What is that? $1 million that you end up gaining by adding 3 zeros to that from this point of 2022 all the way up to this point of 2023, up to even to where it is right now, right? You're gaining a hell of a lot. So Just find the right time. And if you find the right time, you'll be good. Now, again, market cap, you can see how that was rising. It went from a level of a $105,000 market cap all the way up to a $350,000 market cap. So again, could be an opportunity, but you have to make sure you gauge the whole situation right. So that's my opinion. Guys, I have to get out of here at 7:20. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Is there any releasing from the Fed this morning? No, it's tomorrow. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. And if you also want to check out my Patreon, feel free to check out that. I've been kind of absent on that because, you know, I've had Harper home with me for Easter break. It's been tough to really do that, but we'll definitely get back to it. I will upload more on the NFA channel. Everything that you guys have seen here that's a breakdown of a certain project, I will upload on the NFA channel and break that down a little bit. And hopefully you guys like it. But those will be the clips that we have from this live stream as well as other videos that we create. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya.